keep on believing.
Our next laureate built his organization over 4 decades ago on 4 core values: care, collaboration, commitment, and community.
Through junior achievement, I'm also able to practice 4 C's that are important in today's workforce: critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity.
After we graduate from college, those skills will help us be capable, confident, creative, and committed workers.
And you know what that leads to? Cash! Now let's watch a video on how Dick Saunders builds what really matters.
Every company is a reflection of its leadership, for good or for bad. Every company rises or falls on its leadership, and under Dick's leadership, Saunders Construction is quite an amazing success story.
From a tiny office on Evans to one of the region's top construction firms, Dick Saunders' unique approach of honesty, integrity, and kindness took him to the top of his trade. When asked about his favorite project, it's not a building, it's what's inside these walls that's the source of his greatest pride. Richard C. Saunders was born in Fitchburg, Massachusetts in 1940.
Raised along with my 3 siblings by my mom, greatest mom ever, and suburban Philadelphia, and in Niagara Falls, New York, and fortunately came to the University of Denver to go to college. So that introduced me to good old Colorado. Never liked school much.
Turns out you don't need to be a great student to be a brilliant businessman, and that's Dick.
I took a year off, dug ditches, poured concrete, had a little heat stroke in the summer and frostbite in the winter, and decided maybe I should go back to school, focus.
He began his career with R.N. Fitton Construction, learning every aspect of the business, climbing his way to vice president.
Dick then started his own company in 1972, and from rather humble beginnings. And today it's a $500 million company.
And I had a 6-cylinder pickup truck, and me.
He bid on and received the Papagallo shops between 2nd and 3rd on Detroit and Cherry Creek North. And he built that from scratch, probably pretty much with his own hand.
I think it was somewhere at the 10-year mark, dealing with health issues, and he was running the company from a hospital bed in his office. He started then building a company that was much bigger than just Dick Saunders.
See it in action. It's creating a culture where you really respect and enjoy the people you work with, and you're motivated and challenged.
That means you always do what you said you were going to do. You always fulfill your promises no matter what, and sometimes at extraordinary cost.
It's apparently why everybody wants to work so much for Saunders.
I think Dick has done a dozen or so projects for us. It's probably over $400 million worth of stuff. He built one of our biggest buildings, the C4C, it's a community center up in Boulder. It is an amazing facility.
Recent jobs, and the latest, obviously, not only the hotel at DIA, but the Great Hall at Den, which we have recently been awarded.
He has a really nice little sports car. He drives up to jobs and goes into the dirt roads, and I'm like, honey, probably not good for the car. He doesn't care. It's like the best part of his days.
Dick Saunders and his wonderful company built our first big church for us. It even donated money back to our ministry to help us.
On a personal level, Dick's fingerprints are all over this city.
He's played a leadership role in his Colorado Uplift.
I think of Dick Saunders as a foxhole friend. The tougher it gets, the closer he draws to you.
He does everything with such heart and with such soul. He's the most honest man, a man of integrity, and that's what's important to him.
Dick is one of the world-class people in this town.
To the sea, fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle.
You know, I've got a couple little notes here. I ought to put my glasses on. And what I primarily want to do is say thank you. But they told me I had 2 minutes. And I've rehearsed this. To keep it to 2 minutes, I have to follow these notes. And I'm going to do that when I start looking at my notes. And no, I'm not going to talk forever like many of you might suspect. But I want to just echo Barbara's comments and our chamber's comments. Kelly, you did you know this, the state we live in. And as the video said, I came out from Niagara Falls, Buffalo, New York, Philadelphia, came to Colorado and saw the blue skies and the mountains and fell in love. Now my 2 minutes start. I just want to echo what they said. And if they pull me off, I'll be struggling. But seriously, I want to say thanks. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to the selection committee. Whatever you're smoking or drinking at the time. I know I shouldn't have said that, but thank you very, very much. I'm honestly very honored and humbled to be here. So those of you, I had to sneak that in because I wanted at least one laugh from some of you. So I want to thank the Chamber, Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce, and Junior Achievement for the extraordinary work you've been doing for so many years, so many decades, to get us, the community, which we all are, to where we are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to thank family. There's almost 30 of us here. I'm the baby, by the way, the youngest of 4. I have 5 fabulous grandchildren and 3 wonderful step-grandchildren. I'm sorry, step-children. I don't have step-grandchildren yet, but I think I may. That took a little extra time, so dock me. But seriously, thanks to the family. Margie, she goes by now, is here tonight. Margie and I were married for 28 years. And we raised 3 great children, and they all made sacrifices, you know. They supported me endlessly, and it wasn't always easy. I was home a fair amount, in spite of what you might hear, and thanks for that little chuckle. But thanks so much for the really commitment you made, and then thanks to the Saunders family. There's quite a few of you here today. I want to thank each of you individually and your families. It's not an easy industry. Most industries are not that easy, but you've all done a great deal. I want to acknowledge 2 couples, first being John Biebel and Bobby Joe Biebel. John took our company over and grew it to significance. He is and represents the 2nd generation of Saunders Construction. Thank you, John and Bobby Joe. I know it was a big job, and you did an incredible job. And I also want to acknowledge Greg and Jolie Schmidt. Greg, you worked tirelessly, and Greg is doing a brilliant job, and Jolie, you're such great support as your 2 sons are. I thank you very much. And with that, I want to go over 20 seconds, and you can time me my 2 minutes that I've only taken. And I want to tell you a story. It was hinted at in the video. I was not aware, I haven't seen the video before. I was not a good student. I didn't like class. I didn't like schooling. In spite of that, keep it up, folks. And got to watch who you're talking to, right? Yes. But seriously, I want to just comment that I was asked to leave school. For the youngsters, I was kicked out of school in my 3rd year at University of Denver. And 30 years later, they made Dick Saunders an honorary dean of the same school. And I have to acknowledge the Burns School of Real Estate and Construction at the University in Denver. And I tell this story, where but in America. And I'm emotional there. We're in a great country. God bless America. God bless you all. Thank you.
I want to fly like an eagle to the sea.